everybody, thank you for joining me today with Stamping with Loretta. I am going to actually show you this mini book I used with the Accucut Build an Album pumpkin die. It is a 2-die set, and here's the front cover, and here is a charm I made using the same die. This is a Shrinky Dink. And I'm going to show you how I did it in just a minute, but let's look at the book real quick. I didn't really decorate the inside pages too much. I left them plain so that whoever receives this book, it will be a gift, will have plenty of places to journal and scrapbook and put their pictures. And here's the back cover. It came out really, really well. I'm very pleased with it. It is a thick book. I used a medium weight chipboard to make it, so it's nice and sturdy. And I tied the binding with ribbon, as you can see, and put a hole in the shrink plastic so that it could just be a charm. So let's get started on this element right here, okay? To begin, you're going to need Shrinky Dink brand plastic. This stuff is amazing. It is easy to use, it's fast, it's quick, and they recommend actually if you're going to fuse pieces together to put them in the oven. I don't think that's really necessary. You'll see why. I have grabbed my Copic markers. I'm going to color on the I'm going to color on the rough side of the plastic, and we'll get started. Now, keep in mind that we're going to clarify these so we can get them as clear as possible, and then we will put them together. So now on these other pieces, you just want to take your pen and go right around the edge of the shrink plastic with the green. And I really should have done the orange first, but I didn't. I have two oranges, YR07 and YR18 for coloring my pumpkins. I'm going to start with this one first. It doesn't have to be neat. Matter of fact, if it's a little mottled, it's going to look more like a real pumpkin. So as you're coloring, just remember you want to get the color down. I'm going to finish coloring and we'll be back in a minute. Alright, I have finished coloring our pieces and we're going to shrink them. I'm just going to use the heat gun. Now, I'll tell you this, if you don't have any of these clips, use a pair of tweezers or something with a long handle because this gets extremely hot. If you hold something over the top of it while you're shrinking it down, it keeps it from curling up too much. This actually goes a little bit faster if you've been using your heat gun. Mine is still a little cold. There it goes. going to stop real quick and show you that this is actually sticking together. And it's really hot, so I'm going to try to pull it back apart. There we go. Okay, I went ahead and I finished shrinking this down completely, and as you can see, I just put a dirty acrylic block on it to flatten out this piece, just like that. Now, if yours sticks, don't worry, it will come off. Sometimes it takes it a few minutes, sometimes not. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to clarify this piece, and as you recall that because this is Shrinky Dink plastic and it's rough on one side, we're going to heat it enough to where it turns clear. Alright, I have everything shrunk down as you can see on my desk. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fuse these together, and to do that you gotta work with the heat. So I will tell you this, move quickly and be precise with where you put your heat tool, because it makes all the difference in the world. This process does take a couple of minutes to complete, so you're going to be hearing the heat gun, but I want to show you how it's done. First thing we're going to do is we're going to reheat this piece until it's really, really hot, so that when we put this piece on top, it starts to fuse a little quicker. Now we're going to put this one right on top. Being careful where we place that, and we're going to heat it. Now the last piece goes on. Okay, now, I know a lot of you are asking the question, how do I know if it's fused or not? Well, the honest answer to that is, I don't right now, because it's too hot to touch it. So if you're at this point, you'll notice that the piece itself is really, really glossy looking. That's usually a really good indicator that this is fused together. I did forget to poke a hole in the stem for a charm. That's okay, I'll just use it as a page embellishment. Now this one is a little warped, as you can see on this side. Doesn't matter, it's a hand done product and you want it to look natural. I haven't seen a perfect pumpkin in my life, and this one's no exception. So we're going to put this aside to dry, and I'm going to show you some other things you can do with shrink plastic and the mini album builders from Accucut. Don't touch that for like 15-20 minutes or more. Okay, now this is what I'm doing right now. I am doing a holiday planner for swap on your paper pantry, and this element right here is shrink plastic. It's these pieces of the snowflake that I shrank down and fused, just like you saw me do with the pumpkin, and I put a little jewel right there in the middle to finish it up. So it's a really easy project. I really hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for joining me today. Stamp happy, be a blessing. Go check out Accucut's wonderful dies. They have some great specials going on, and some great contests too. So hope to see your creations there soon. Here's my fall themed pumpkin for their contest. I hope I win. Thanks for joining me today. Stamp happy, be a blessing. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.